I have been expecting you.
Hey everyone, welcome to my Orgrimmar 5 masks up run. So I did skip a lot of, or I sped up a lot of the trash in this run. So I don't know, because really it's like, I don't know, with trash, the main deal is pacing, so you can keep up your Gift of the Titans. But in it, after this run, I had learned that there is an add-on that gives you a nice little icon telling you when it's up, and so you can help pace yourself even better. With that add-on and the potion add-on, I was able to do this same run with pretty much like all 3 orbs up until Thrall, which was, I mean, just a huge improvement. This was my first successful run. It was my first successful solo run through all of the masks. So I ended up picking up, I believe that one is like the 10% crit buff. Yeah, with the speeding up, that voice definitely sounds funny. So yeah, especially with these big guys, if you're not a demon hunter, you don't have like the speed, movement speed, you definitely want to space out those elites as much as you can that give the 200 sanity. Wimba is such a butthead. So you can't prevent that frogging at all. I think it's just gonna happen. And that right there is like my first mistake. So it ended up being much of a big deal because you have to pull those guys. If you can time the pat correctly, you don't even have to kill them in order to get that crystal. I found that crystal is there a lot more than the others. So yeah, if you have handy notes, it can definitely help a lot, like just letting you know where to look for them. Because holy crap, I mean, Toshiko has a lot of this stuff memorized, but I'm a demon hunter. I'm all about like killing stuff. Memorizing where secrets are, I mean, come on, that's for smart people work. So for this boss, I really thought I was going to have a lot more of an issue. I even considered eating a kebab before this to give me 100 sanity back, but he died way faster, even though it's like, if you look at this, he uses this, I ended up zooming right into one of the waves before, or right as it spawned, so I was stunned, and then I was silenced for a huge amount, noticed that it popped up behind me, jumped over it. Yeah, I definitely made a lot of mistakes on this guy, so I lucked out a lot that I didn't get punished more for it. So there wasn't a crystal in there, so it's a little bit of wasted time, but let me see, I still got plenty of sanity for the next section. Also, I mean, I'm focusing on the left path. I know some people like to start with the right path, that way, you know, you're killing Misha, who's pretty easy. I don't know, the left path I always looked at is a little more difficult. It lets me know where I stand with the run. So it's like if I can do the left side, like this guy and everything, if I can do all of this and still have all 3 orbs, then I know it's a good run. So, yeah, I mean, other than Rexar himself, like the right side for me is way easier. As you can see with this guy, like whenever he tosses you, it automatically takes away 30 sanity, and then if he lands on you after he jumps, that's like another 60 sanity, so definitely be careful if you haven't done this run a lot. Another thing, I really lucked out with the 2 crystals in that one corner. This week, they ended up having like the slow. So with Demon Hunter, it's a little easier, I should say a lot easier adjusting position just because you can fell rush. So other classes, sorry, I really feel bad for you, despite my giggles there. I'm saying this from the heart, like I've actually tried this on Ramaya's Priest, so I really do feel the suffering for people who don't have the Demon Hunter mobility. This guy, he's another one that really had me worried, just because, especially with the movement thing, like, you have to move around a lot. Yeah, this right here, this is where I thought I was either going to fail to run or die trying. Or whatever. I mean, it's like, because I have, I can't die trying. You know, it's like, I still have my console maxed out, so I do have the ability to die and then come back. But I need that for Thrall, usually. So I had to orb up on this one, just because I knew there was no way I was going to get past this boss fight with that little sanity. I think he gives me more trouble than anybody else, including Thrall. I don't really know why, other than like he does a crap load of CC. He, you know, as a melee, you're stuck inside his little sanity circle. And then just lots of ad spawn. One of the masks, you know, they give you one of the hulking beast guys that take away your sanity and stun you. Yeah, that boss is definitely a pain in the butt. So right there, I didn't need to kill any trash. Mostly I was just going for like maybe the Gift of the Titans, looking for crystals. But yeah, that really wasn't a necessary trash pull. This one is. This one isn't. I mean, okay, the chest is good. If you guys don't have the stats, like there's 11 chests to find and 10 crystals to find. I think during this run I found 9. And I don't know how many chests, but probably, I mean, a good amount. But my goal when doing the 5 masks up is just to make at least 4,500 of the mementos. I don't have the mount yet, the little flying bug. And so yeah, still working on that. You know, if you get at least 4,500, you only have to do, you know, 20 some odd runs. And you got it. Again, as solo runs, normally it is so weird. Normally I have Ramaya. She does all of the extra quest stuff. She finds the crystals, you know, lets me know when we found a chest. I just normally have to focus on killing. So I was just very nervous during this run, just, you know, trying to remember all the different things that I had to do now that she normally does. The number one thing that was in my favor is, you know, with me being by myself, enemies have a lot less health. So I had that little extra time to mess around, plus with pacing. You can keep up that Gift of the Titans and it won't make too much of a difference if you spend some time looking around. So I found with this, you know, it's like the shield, if you can't break the shield, it's not the end of the world. One other trick I found out is you can stand inside this guy and then he actually can't hit you with his little bolts, his Void Torrent. So, yeah, take advantage of that. Just stand inside him, get really close. Oh gosh, see how it's like, I'm telling you, I was really nervous. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I was just running around there. I'm like, okay, what's next? What's next? Oh yeah. So anyway, that's what that was all about. So with Misha, you know, lots of stuff that you don't want to stand in, but she ended up not being too big of a deal, even though, you know, it's like in the lost section, every time you move, you get slowed down. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Gosh, I didn't want to miss that chest either. Like, and I'll just throw this out there. If you guys don't know the Venom stacks that you have, like if you look at there, you keep getting like this green debuff. I do, you do, we all do. Once it hits 5, you get stunned. Honestly, if CC is one of the biggest problems, there is a food you can eat that will reduce all crowd control on you by 20%. You can make it by the auction house. Yeah. But alright, so Rexar was another one where I was kind of nervous, but I had so much sanity that I figured I'd be alright. So, definitely be careful with Rexar. Just, gosh, I don't know, by the time you guys watch this video, you probably know everything. But seriously, my biggest problem on one of these runs is I was killing him way too fast. Like these boars, the piggies, they come out at a certain percentage of his health. So it's like at one point I had like 5 of them, or maybe it was all 5, maybe it was just 4. Anyway, yeah, I didn't win that run. That was pretty horrible. Okay, now coming into Thrall, you know, at this point I have like basically all my sanity. I wasn't too worried about it. I felt so relieved, but I do drop an orb just because it's a comfort thing. Like right here with the piggies and with Thrall. I don't know, it's like a huge comfort thing. Just it's like Gift of the Titans, but different, you know? Like I can just stand in there. Even when you get stunned, you just make sure you're in range. But yeah, I mean that right there. You can make lots of mistakes and still be okay. So, yeah, there's just, I don't know, there's so much to look out for in these. I don't know, take every advantage you can get. Gosh. And it's like at the beginning of the fight, I was on the lookout for all the times he was going to do that defile. Yeah, and it break through the shield. And you look at that, like it doesn't really take that much sanity away. I don't know. Of all the things, it's not like the biggest deal. See, that one never worries me. The silence doesn't really worry me, but bam, right there. Look at how that chunks. It took almost like half of my sanity from one mistake. And I'm standing in the defiled ground, so it's taking these chunks again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this right here, like, I'm telling you, I was like shaking. I was like, alright. And that was it. Oh man. So the relief I got, that, yeah, is officially my very first run on Orgrimmar with 5 masks up by myself.
A grim fate for all.
So, yeah, I hope you guys, if you haven't done it, just know the words of encouragement. You can do it too. It's more about pacing than just being overgeared. Oh, and if you haven't yet, don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and good luck in your Orgrimmar runs, guys. Oh no, wait, this week is Stormwind. Good luck.